Alright, here we are with our first match in Game 1. We are going to be on the play. And this hand doesn't look awful. Like, if we can draw into a land or two here, then we'll be able to play Academy Drake. After that, we do have Cabal Paladin. I'm going to keep it and hope for the best. Go ahead and play my Swamp and Pass. Let's see. Llanowar Elves. That is going to be a rough start. I actually think I might just use the Vicious Offering on the Llanowar Elves, because, well, this is just going to get them crazy places. Kill their elves and pass. I gotta hope I draw into a land next turn. Okay, Corrosive Ooze. This isn't too bad because it mostly just deals with equipment, so for all intents and purposes in this game it's just a bear. So I do draw a third mana. That's going to let me play Academy Drake, so that's good. And while I obviously would love to cast it with Kicker, you know, this isn't quite a situation where I want to wait around for that. So I'm okay just having a 2/2 flyer on turn 3 here. Okay, Keldon Overseer. So he's haste, and then the other stuff is just Kicker, which is not the case, so it's just a 3/1 haste. So he's going to be smashing in here. I could trade if I wanted to. Obviously, I would not want to trade with the Ooze. I could trade with the Keldon Overseer, but I don't really want to do that. Hoping I draw a land next turn. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to be able to cast the Cabal Paladin, which is not ideal for me. I mean, 4/2 is just not a great stat line, but the next turn I'll be able to play Arcane Flight on it, presuming it lives, and then I'll be smashing in for 7 in a turn in the air. So I'm going to hope that's enough. And then if I can get another land, I can play Yargle on the ground, or Seal Away, potentially, to just kind of get rid of something they have here. The dream would be to keep Arcane Flight until I actually play Yargle. Okay, so he's just attacking with 1 here, and I actually am happy about that. I am just going to take the 3, be good with it, only go to 12. Alright, and he's ending his turn, so here is my other land. Now this is where I have the potential to just attack in with Academy Drake, play Yargle, and then on my next turn play Arcane Flight, which I think is just obviously the higher upside. I could attack in for 7 this turn, but that's not going to do me anything amazing. So, yeah, I'm just going to attack in with Academy Drake and play Yargle in my main phase 2. This way, if he does kill one before next turn, I'll know which one to play Arcane Flight on. Oh, and this does drain him for 2 because Yargle is legendary, so there's a little upside there too. Alright, Grow from the Ashes kicked. So this gets him 2 basic lands. Yeah. And both go to the battlefield, is that right? And I don't think they're tapped either. Okay. Yeah, so you just put them on the battlefield untapped. Okay, so hopefully I'm just going to be able to blow them out this turn by equipping this onto Yargle and attacking in with Academy Drake and it. Yeah, this has to just be my best play here. So this is only going to get me 12 points of damage, unfortunately. But if I attack him with the Paladin, it's just going to get eaten by one of their things, and there's no real reason to. Yeah, so he's down to 2. I was worried we were going to have some sort of removal spell coming that could deal 3 damage on the cast trigger of Arcane Flight, but we did not see that. Okay, so I got my first match here. I didn't see a lot of their deck, so I'm not sure if there's anything here I really want. I didn't see artifacts or enchantments I need to kill. I don't think I have any reason to put more enchantments in. We do have a combat trick that I could put in that does not seem bad. I'm not sure if it's actually necessary for me, but since I'm running black, I actually maybe should have main decked this. I think it's a completely okay card. Do I actually want to do that? I might. Is it better than Adamant Will? Probably not. I might actually just pretty much be okay with what I have in here. This is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to take this out and put in just my combat trick. Because I really am questionable on whether or not I need to be running a Vile Offering. A legendary sorcery just feels very risky in Sealed here. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be mulling this. I do not want a 1 actual card hand and it be Serra Disciple. One of my biggest question marks, and even including. This somehow is worse because I don't have white mana, but I do not want to go to 5. So I'm going to keep this, hope that I have a Plains on the Scry since I am on the draw. And I definitely don't, so I'm going to put that on bottom. And hope that I get a Plains here within the next 2 turns. Okay, Skark Prospector. Did not find a Plains, but I have another draw to hopefully do that or find something I can play. Okay, so there's the Plains I was looking for. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I can play either Knight of Grace here or Serra Disciple. And because of the fact that I'm not going to be controlling a black permanent for a while, and I know my opponent is not, that makes me think I could just wait. No, it just has hexproof from black, and it gets +1/+0 if they do that. So this is just a much higher upside card. If it gets killed by some removal, then it does. That's okay. It's worth noting, I think they missed their land drop on turn 2. So they do have access to 2 mana, but that would require sacking their only creature right now. Can't imagine they're going to attack in here. Nope, instep. So this is unfortunate for my opponent, missing 2 land drops in a row. I did find my 3rd land. So I have the option of playing Sergeant-at-Arms here, not being kicked, just as a 2/3, or I can wait until I have 6 lands out to just get some higher upside, which, in all honesty, I actually think I will. I don't feel like there's much need for me to put pressure with a 2/3 on the board right now, and I already have 5 lands in hand, so I think it's okay for me just to wait. Get that extra value in case something crazy happens with their game so that I can, come back. I mean, being stuck on 1 land, unfortunately, looks like I'm probably not going to have too much trouble with this game, but... Alright. See if they can find a land on their 4th turn here. And they don't, so I've had plenty of those games. It's pretty unfortunate for my opponent. I do feel bad for him, because you have those games where you think, this is a good hand as long as I draw 1 of my first, 3, and then you just don't, and it just feels bad. So that was match 1. I will return here in a moment with match 2.